Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a new episode of Flesh Wound Farce, where we review and discuss your and our favorite comedy films. This is the world's first and only combination trivia host and professional wrestling announcer of Chilean descent that currently resides in Southern California, Ozzy V. And with me, as always, on this program, first in the Northern California Bay Area, world famous juggler Greg Larson. How you doing, Greg?
Man, I'm doing well. I'm very excited to talk about this movie. So, yeah, it's good times. How about yourself, Ozzy?
I as well am excited to talk about this movie. Probably have a similar reason for that, and it's probably not what everybody thinks. Also with us, Flesh Room producer Todd. How you doing, Todd? Chilling?
I'm chilling.
Excellent. Glad to hear it. Now, I just want to kind of update some people. Now, a couple of weeks ago, we had a live episode. We reviewed Ruthless People, and there was ramblings about a Superman 3 commentary, and at which point this light that I had here just went off. And during the live broadcast, which, by the way, I've used this light, I don't know, every single episode we've had, it never went off, but it happened to go off during a live broadcast. I kept trying to unplug it, plug it back in. That still would work. Then we were done with that. Now we're recording this one here, airing on would be first Monday in April, I believe. Anyhow, it's not really important. But I just plugged it back in, turned it on. Everything's fine now. Yes, Todd.
The 4th. I was
the 4th. Okay, thank you. April 4th. We're recording it on the 21st. We after that Ruthless People episode. Light's fine. So we just figured the ghost of what was it, Todd? The ghost of Christopher Reeve. Yeah, definitely wants us to do that commentary. That's why.
Or the one off to your right. I don't know which
Of course, yeah, the one you added. Thanks, Todd. Appreciate it.
What if that is Christopher Reeve these days?
Oh, he's aged.
No, he's standing.
Oh.
I mean, come on.
I approve.
Thank you. Anyhow, this week we did review the film Grandma's Boy with a runtime of 94 minutes, released on January 6th, 2006 by 20th Century Fox. Todd, I'm asking you a question. Do you have the trailer ready?
I do have it.
Can you please roll it?
Like right now?
There was nowhere else to go.
You got skills.
If you think video games fry your mind
Game over.
and make you stupid,
Your bed is a car.
Yeah, but it's a sweet car.
you're lost.
What is that ringing? Do I have a tumor?
Now for this ultimate gamer,
Who wants a shot at the champ?
It's going down.
desperate times,
Josh has been spending our rent money on Filipino hookers.
You're a hooker!
I got evicted. Timmy, any chance I can crash on your couch tonight?
Shut up.
call for desperate measures.
This really cute chick said that I could sleep with her and her 2 crazy girlfriends.
You remember my grandson, Alex?
How old are you now?
36.
You have a girlfriend?
No.
My grandson's gay too. I'll give you his number.
Why are you so tired?
Because I was with 3 chicks last night.
Don't tell me your roommates did that to you.
They're crazy. They tied me up.
That's legendary.
Looking for Alex?
We're his roommates.
You're the reason Alex has been tired all week?
We ride him pretty hard.
Oh, that is so gnarly.
Now,
I was putting up my Christmas tree.
Dude, it's July. And, why are you naked?
Oh my god. I am naked. Come on in.
from Level 1 Entertainment comes a comedy that proves
Don't judge me, monkey.
you're never too old
This tea has quite a kick.
to come of age.
I can hear my hair growing.
Hey, Sophie didn't die in the bed, did you?
No.
Good.
No. She fell out of bed and died right here.
Grandma's Boy.
Oh, I died on the floor, and nobody helped me.
I swear to God, I would have helped you, Sophie. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. I would have helped you. I just wasn't here.
Gotcha!
Oh, my God!
You scaredy cat.
Another day, just another day.
That was Grandma's Boy, written by Barry Wernick, Alex Covert, and Nick Swardson, with Alan Covert and Nick Swardson starring in the film. I had never. I can't recall seeing this movie. I
Oh,
don't
really?
know why I haven't. No, I know that's funny. Whatever, but because there's the weed and there's the video games,
Yeah.
whatever. But I honestly can't recall if this was a movie on in the background one of these days where roommates were watching this movie. But one thing I got to speak on is that Greg and I had a roommate. I still live with the dude who looks exactly like Nick Swardson, except he has the mustache. But here's the thing that I didn't know is my roommate adopted the his own speech pattern from this character.
Do you realize
When
that?
Because I knew who Nick Swardson was,
Right.
and I'd seen like his stand-up. I was like, oh, that's funny. He reminds me of Bert. But when he's talking about his car, which in the movie, it's like a little car bed or whatever that a kid has. But like in the trailer, when he says, yeah, but it's a sweet car. Like, and he goes on to say, and then when he finishes with, yeah, my sister says I should get a CB radio. I might do it. Like, just, I like not only had tears like coming down my face, they were like shooting out my eyes. Because these are the exact conversations I've had with my roommate. He had the exact same speech pattern, but he'll talk about his actual car, and the speech pattern, the tone, the inflection just killed me. I had to watch it like 3 or 4 times. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
And actually, he's the one thinking about getting a CB radio. His sister says he should get an alarm.
Oh, sorry. I was too busy dying. Oh my gosh. So I apologize. I jumped into the initial thoughts right away. Kind of morphed into what my favorite part was, but there's plenty more I can go into afterward. But Greg, how about some initial thoughts?
Yeah, this movie I didn't see in theaters, but I saw it shortly after, and it disturbed me a little bit because I thought it was an autobiography of myself. So, because like I smoked a lot of pot back in the day, and on top of that, like my grandma is one of my best friends. She's awesome, and I have played video games with her. I've never gotten her high though. And at the time when I watched this movie, I was a video game tester for Guitar Hero, so it kind of freaked me out. But yeah, it was a lot of fun to revisit this movie, and it was just as much fun as I remember.
Todd?
Yeah, I saw this right when it hit DVD. I think I missed it theatrically, but I remember pre-ordering the disc. I was the right age. It was the right time. I was high quite a bit then too. So, I mean, from first viewing, I mean, like I remember much of us watching. We all loved it. I actually watched this probably 6 months ago. So I did watch it again. So definitely one in my rotation.
Now, I already kind of jumped the gun when I went into my favorite moment where I was completely dying. Specifically, that was funny to me just because I know the individual, and he even does that robot voice from time to time, and I never knew why. That's why he did that robot voice. I just thought that was something he did. And then when Jeff, or Nick Swartzen's character, starts doing the movie, I was like, oh my God, this whole time. So, Greg,
Yeah.
how about favorite saying line? What'd you enjoy the most?
It's so hard to pick one from this movie. There's one that happened early, that I think really set the tone for it. And the main character's talking to his pot dealer, and the pot dealer's like, that is pure fucking insanity. And then the guy's like, yeah, getting addicted to hookers. And then the pot dealer's like, no, I'm talking about the guy that threw your bong. Like, and then getting to know more of this guy who like buys a tiger and a monkey. Like,
It was a
yeah, of
lion,
course,
but
the
close.
throwing or lion, sorry. Of course, breaking the bong is pure insanity. And what's funny about that is before, and on my notes here, the first thing I have, because I forgot this line even happened, but before he said that, I wrote blasphemy breaking bong.
We completely also glossed over the fact that Kevin Nash had a cameo as one of the hired
Right.
movers. Todd.
Yeah, you mentioned that "you're a hooker" line was like in heavy rotation back in the day. Mine is, it's kind of an obvious one, but it still makes me laugh so much. When he's sleeping under his desk and his roommates show up and everyone's just reacting to everything that he's been saying. He just can't take it anymore and gets out from under the desk. But yeah, I was dying again when I watched that part.
Okay. So one I got to speak on. So I used to work at Knott's when I was 16, right? And DDR, Dance Dance Revolution, was huge, right? I used to see teenagers I say teenagers, I was a teenager at the time, whatever, but they would hold on to the rail, like behind them, right? There'd be that rail, and they would just like lean back and just whatever, right? Their legs reminded me of like the GI Joes, like, because you pull apart a GI Joe a little bit and it's got like the rubber band, the legs
Right.
could do all sorts of stuff. That's what these guys look like. So when they showed the DDR machine and the first guy was going on it, I was losing it because it reminded me of seeing these same exact people when I was working then. But when he first reacted to say like, "Oh, a new game, how about you go first?" You knew exactly what was going to happen, and the buildup was so perfect. But what sent it over the top and completely kills it was new high score. What's that mean? Did I break it? The delivery of it just was a perfect sell. And I do. Hey, look, it's Bono's brother. There's also another great one. But David Spade also has a cameo. You had Rob Schneider with a cameo. It is a Happy Madison production. So, and Kevin Nealon as well. It is just interesting to see. I guess you weren't expecting this to be that, like, seeing these particular comedians, actors in this kind of movie, but but you also had Jonah Hill, a very, very early Jonah Hill in the movie too, which was cool to see. And now I did see the unrated. Chances are the amount of nipple sucking by
Is
him
less.
is much less in the rated version. But ultimately, as a movie, there was some moments where I was like, okay, so what's going on here? Like, seems like everything. Oh, right. That's right. There's this thing that they got to tie that up. But in terms of enjoyment factor, just because I enjoyed almost like hanging out with the characters, I enjoyed spending time with the characters, I didn't really care that it was still going. As a fun factor, entertainment factor, enjoyment factor, it was a 5 from me. Greg?
Yeah, I'd be bashing my own life if I said it was anything less than a 5. But yeah, no, this movie's a lot of fun. It's something that, whether or not you're into that whole thing, like, it's a great time. And I just have to bring up one more moment that I love, because it was such a great combination of just the stoner humor and like a typical grandma. When in the trailer it says, "I can hear my hair growing," but then right after she says that, she goes, "You want some soup?" It's just like the most grandma thing. So yeah, 5 hands down. And we talked about the Rent buy. This is a buy for me. One of the few ones I would definitely get.
Nice. Yeah, I own this one on physical and digital, so I am a fan. Yeah, 5 easy. Not even second thought.
Now, as a gaming nerd, whatever, I did also appreciate the actual gaming. Like, you had a solid Snake statue, like, just standing in the middle. You had the actual licensed games of Dance Dance Revolution and whatnot. What I really enjoyed getting a kick out of was seeing the Game Informer covers on the walls, and
Yes.
actually remember reading those issues.
The Resident
It's
Evil
kind of
4.
the Resident Evil one. So that was kind of the trip. I guess
Yeah.
it just made me feel more immersed into the story, and
That bit of nostalgia
And
doesn't hurt either.
On that Resident Evil 4 moment, what was great is recently they came out with a VR edition of Resident Evil 4. So like it was cool to know that those worlds, like time has not, like it's advanced, but we're still bringing back classic games from then.
That's fine. I mean, I face palmed during the Resident Evil 4 VR because I just thought of Resident Evil 4 in VR, and I don't want to do that.
It's brilliant.
I bet it is. I just don't want to do it. Like, I'm sure the greatest horror movie of all time is a fantastic film. I just
you just
don't
don't
watch
want
it.
to have puke to pants. I get it.
Why does everything have to result in that? I don't
Not
like
everything.
the,
I have
the
literally
anxiety.
never said that before. So not
Okay.
everything,
All right.
but in this
All right.
moment.
Well, anyway,
Pants.
that was Grandma's Boy. Definitely check it out. Is it available anywhere to stream, Todd?
It is. It's another one where you have to purchase or rent it.
Okay, so that's a no. So you have to.
Well, it's
rent or
available
buy.
to stream, but not stream for free.
Is it available on a streaming service, or must you rent it or purchase it?
Well, that is a different question there.
That's why I asked it, because now I had to be a dick. So can you answer the
Technically,
question?
you still have to pay for a streaming service.
Okay.
Damn. Mic drop.
Wait, no, hold on a second. I believe this is what I said. Is it available on a streaming service, or do you have to individually rent it or purchase it?
That's what you said after you asked me the first question.
Exactly. So I understand what you mean, Greg. Yes, you pay for the streaming service, but do you have to pay for this specifically, or is it available to stream on any service?
Well, hold on. Let me just check this. It actually is included on Stars.
Oh, there you go. So if you got the Stars, check that out.
If you got the Stars, okay.
Listen, I just grew up with Seinfeld when everybody else was like watching cartoons because all my siblings were so much older than I was. So I got used to saying the in front of a lot of stuff. Before COVID, I used to call trivia night the trivia. That's why. So the Stars, I apologize. Are we good? Anything else? Producer Todd?
Coming
Wanna
soon,
give me an
Superman
aneurysm?
3.
Oh God.
Couldn't you say the producer, Todd?
Ooh. And we're going to watch the Superman 3.
Okay, great. With
Those
the
are
rib
the
picture.
ribs.
Yeah, those are the ribs. And we've reached the end of the episode. That is world famous juggler Greg Larson and the Flesh Wound producer Todd. I'm Ozzy V, and we'll see you next week right here on Flesh Wound Farce.